Turning our attention towards the tropics, we can assess climate change impacts within the oceans and ocean systems. In total, the oceans sequester approximately 93% of excess heat energy, which is possible due to the expansive surface area of ocean waters, the heat capacity of water, and the extensive ocean circulation system. As expected, this thermal energy transfer has significant implications on the ocean and its circulation system. For instance, surface ocean temperatures have increased about 0.7 degrees Celsius since 1900, and stratification from thermal factors within the surface ocean has increased about 4% since 1971. This heat energy not absorbed by the ocean indirectly leads to increased salinization of ocean waters, which in turn leads to further stratification of the ocean. This process thereby limits thermal energy transfers and nutrient transport. Perhaps most imminent in projected climate change impacts is the decline in ocean pH from excessive atmospheric carbon dioxide sequestration. Acidification of open ocean has increased by 30% over the last 150 years, and 2100 estimates place ocean pH at about 7.8 pH units. Increased rates of ocean acidification, salinization, and stratification create a positive feedback loop in which deoxygenation of ocean waters occurs. Oxygen minimum zones along coastlines have expanded in recent decades, and the Bocas del Toro region of Panama is of no exception. Aforementioned ocean characteristics combine with restricted exchange with the open ocean, seasonal periods of low winds and high temperatures, and a watershed delivering increasing amounts of nutrients from agricultural runoff and untreated sewage, culminated in a widespread coral bleaching and/or mortality event in September of 2010. The event has had obvious implications on the stability of marine ecosystems, and collapse of ecological services related to provisioning and recreation have hurt the local economy. Nutrient runoff, in particular, increases coastal acidification and consequent hypoxia by fueling primary production and biological respiration, so management of anthropogenic terrestrial inputs like fertilizers and sewage pollutants will prevent localized hypoxia events like this one from happening again in the future.